Good morning, and thank you for inviting me to address in this conference. I am Sunil Kumar Singhal, representing Department of Telecommunications, India. My topic of the discussion today is regulation and policies for 5G. The India's vision for 5G revolves around the India's goal to achieve the digital India. When we say digital India, we want to facilitate each and every socio-economic activity using digital processes so that a citizen living in the remotest part of the country can get the similar services which a person sitting in the heart of the country is getting. Now, to achieve that objective, the government is focusing on encouraging investment, regulatory reforms, and promoting industry, especially through Industry 4.0. In addition to that, as many of you may be knowing, that India is having a very vibrant IT industry, and now the government has decided to contribute in development of the 5G technology in the global value chain using those strengths of the India's IT industry. India wants to contribute right from standardization in the R&D and final products. Now, to achieve all these vision, government came out with the digital communication policy in 2018, which aims to achieve through the latest technologies, which include 5G also, that let the broadband be available for all. India enhances its contribution to the global value chains. It ensures the digital sovereignty, and in turn, all these simultaneous steps propel India to the top 50 nations in terms of ICT development. Now, all these objectives depends on the three pillars. One is Connect India, Propel India, and Secure India. Now, Connect India focuses on the robust digital communication infra so that each and every part of the country can be connected using the digital means, and we can leapfrog whatever limitations of the physical infrastructure are there. The Propel India focuses on using latest digital technologies. How can we catalyze Industry 4.0 in India, promote investments, innovations, and development of the intellectual property rights in the country? For this purpose, the particular focus is on use of 5G, AI, IoT, cloud, and big data. Now, while achieving the Connect India and Propel India, the simultaneous focus is all this has to be achieved in a very secured manner with a secured communication networks, communication systems. And this secured networks will not only be limited to India, but India will contribute in global value chains in supplying the trusted network, equipment, systems, and products so that the global networks are secured and a global networks can be created which can be trusted, depended upon to deliver the digital services across the world. Now, to achieve all this vision and the missions of the government of India, we have taken certain definite steps. Some of them are like we have already assigned the spectrum which is required for rollout of the 5G networks in all three bands, that is the low band, mid band, and millimeter wave band, successfully. And operators have started rolling out their networks using all these three bands. As the policy focuses on catalyzing investment into the Industry 4.0, so we have come out with a independent captive non-public network framework which facilitates The isolated networks development also the industry for its own use. For that purpose, even the spectrum leasing guidelines have already been issued. Now, 5G is being used since 2020 in many parts of the world, but 5G is having such flexibility where each country can have focus on its own use cases so that it becomes a very remunerative to the industry also. To achieve that objective, India launched 5G use cases trials about 1.5 years back, and a lot of use cases have been identified which will provide a very good demand for the 5G services in the country. For that purpose, for contributing in the global value chains, India developed its own 5G testbed also with the help of its leading technological institutions. And now those technological institutions have licensed the IPR of that 5G core to two commercial institutions or companies within the country. And I'm sure those companies will further robust convert that 5G core into a robust commercial product and make it available for the secured network uh, across the world for across the world operators. Now, as far as the faster rollout is concerned, India has taken a very reforming approach for right of way permissions because we all know that 5G requires the densification of networks and that requires the permission from the local authorities. So the whole process has now been made online and the permission time has been reduced drastically. Now, all this has been taken done in the backdrop of the telecom reforms, which have been taken in last 7 8 years, and initiatives which have been taken for development of the 5G technology in the country. India is one of the few countries which allows the 100% foreign direct investment in telecommunication services, subject to certain conditions. Uh, Last year, the government further decided to facilitate and attract investment into the services that we will not charge any spectrum usage charges for the auctioned spectrum. So that provides a big relief to the service sector. The definition of the relevant revenue was also amended so that the companies can take advantage of the economy of scope and they can provide the telecommunication and non-telecommunication services under the same head so that they can serve the end use without bothering about the burden of the license fee. As I have already said, the government focuses on the global value chains also. So India is now contributing in standards development, as well as we have come out with production linked as well as design linked incentive schemes to promote 5G equipment manufacturing. Now, in times to come, I see a faster rollout of the 5G networks and uh, continuous innovative use cases for 5G technology so that the demand is also equally robust to take those 5G services. So this is what I wanted to share. And in the end, I'll say India is committed for the 5G enabler policies and regulations to redefine the telecom. Thank you. Thanks a lot.